It's that time again for the seasonal anime awards, and today I'll be ranking my top 10 anime of the spring 2025 season and the 5 honorable mentions that just fell short. This may not have been the most impressive season overall, but that's not to say there weren't some absolutely amazing anime to come out. And unlike myself, most people have normal schedules that restrict their time so much they can't possibly make it through everything. And that's why I did all the work for you so you can know exactly what to spend your precious time on. And if you want even more suggestions for the season, I can give them, so just let me know down in the comments. And a quick disclaimer, 2 core anime that are still running and anime that have already finished in the summer season will be eligible for the summer awards. This would include anime like To Be Hero X and Leviathan. I'm also going to exclude One Piece in the seasonal rankings and keep it strictly to yearly rankings, because to be honest, 1 core isn't enough for that show. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into the ranking. Honorable mention, from Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. One of the better annoyingly strong MC anime I've seen. The sidecast is fun to watch and strong in their own right, making for great teamwork. A heavy focus on slice of life moments added weight to the important fights as well. The art direction was also fantastic, especially the care put into the lighting of scenes throughout. Honorable mention, Lazarus. A fun mix of action and suspense that spans the globe in an attempt to find one man and save humanity. The characters are interesting, with each given decent, concise backstories that fuels their growth. The fluid animation was awesome and made every scene from putting a jacket on to fighting across a highway satisfying eye candy. Honorable mention, Lost in Starlight. A beautiful movie that is heavily romance focused with a bit of emotional character development thrown in to spice it up. Extra care was put into the visuals as well, expertly blending the 2D and 3D animations. I love the soundtrack the most though, including both the background music and the songs used during montages. Honorable mention, Uma Musume Cinderella Grey. Adrenaline pumping races and hilarious comedy combined with well written tonal transitions. The animation during the races especially stands out with extra care put into key moments that use slow motion. It also hints at future plot threads that will add more character depth and interesting potential twists. Honorable mention, Black Butler Emerald Witchark. An interesting and well-written mystery arc that's self-contained while adding more depth to the characters. The new characters are also hilarious and fit in perfectly with the well-established ones. This season went the extra mile in visuals though, with impressive art and color palette in every scene and beautifully crafted 3D shots. And that's it for the honorable mentions. Now let's get into the top 10. Number 10, My Hero Academia Vigilantes. A fun return to the world with a whole new cast that I grew to love. The story establishes itself as its own thing while having a ton of awesome cameos. The art direction leans more into a comic book style and lands it perfectly. While the scale started small, each fight steadily grew and hinted at much larger machinations at work. Number 9, Kowloon Generic Romance. A mix of romance and mystery that keeps you guessing while slowly developing each of the characters. The art style and direction stood out through highly detailed environments and character designs, especially during certain shots. The story was structured well and complete, which is rare on its own, along with a satisfying end. Number 8, The All-Devouring Whale Homecoming. Intense action and character-driven moments throughout that hit adrenaline-pumping highs and devastatingly emotional lows. The world's fighting system is interesting, with a ton of creativity put into the creatures that characters fight with. The animation stands out though, highlighting each move made along with great fight choreography. Number 7, Ahern is Indecipherable Season 2. A fantastic sequel that improves upon every aspect of the first season while delivering a tear-inducing finale. It focused on the important character-developing moments rather than the repetitive and at times boring ones. The entire cast is hilarious as well, and each gets a time to shine by the end. The intro and outro songs were great as well. Number 6, Fire Force Season 3. An awesome season that had plenty of action but also hinted at some wild story revelations that I never expected. The fights were intense with little fanservice breaking tension, so transitions between tonal changes were smooth. The animation during fights was spectacular as well and complemented the vibrant color palette throughout. Number 5, Rock is a Lady's Modesty. A rock anthem to being who you want to be and flipping the middle finger to anyone who doesn't like it. The music, unironically, rocks with a stacked soundtrack that pumps up the energy every time. While the dynamic 3D shots have a 2D style that blends well and looks great, the directing during is what truly makes it shine. Number 4, Once Upon a Witch's Death. A lovable cast that both keeps the laughs coming and repeatedly breaks you down emotionally. Each new story on the journey for tears felt meaningful and developed the MC further while balancing the tonal shifts well. The connections she steadily makes with those around her build up the world in new and interesting ways. Number 3, Apocalypse Hotel. An amazing blend of hilarious, inspiring, depressing, and satisfying moments that knows exactly when to use each one. The character development is woven between bizarre events that somehow work no matter how weird one sounds. The vibrant color palette and intricate art style alone keep you engaged with unconventional beauty. Number 2, Windbreaker Season 2. This season had deeper characters, better development, and much more intense battles than the first. Almost all of the animation is fantastic as well, making each fight more engaging and impactful. The heavy focus on characters especially stood out with the depth given through slower moments and emotional climaxes. And number 1, The Apothecary Diaries Season 2. Beautiful visuals from backgrounds to character designs with incredible detail in every shot. The newly blossomed and steadily growing relationships between characters further breathed life into each episode. This season was slower, but just as engaging, and picked up the pace near the end with an expertly written culmination of plot threads. And that's it for my top 10 anime of the spring 2025 season. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there were plenty of other great anime I enjoyed this season. Honestly, a lot of the anime outside of the top 10 were so close it was hard for me to order them at times. So if you'd like to know some of the other great anime I thoroughly enjoyed, just let me know in the comments and I'll gladly reply. So did any of your favorites make it onto the list? Or maybe there's an anime I mentioned that you think doesn't deserve to be on the list at all. Let me know all of this down in the comments, and follow for more anime news, reviews, or recommendations.